Hey everyone, this is episode 20 of Something Newsy, the Mesa Press's podcast team from San Diego Mesa College. So I'm editor-in-chief, I'm Renee Schmiedeberg, and to my right we have...
I'm Anna, I'm a staff writer.
And I'm Michelle, and I am the news editor.
All right, so we have quite a few hot topics on the plate today, and the first one is going to be our thoughts on stay-at-home order protests that are sweeping the nation, especially here in San Diego. So I don't know if you guys have noticed this, like if you go on Twitter very much. I know, Anna, we have to go on Twitter for our other class.
Yeah.
But something that I noticed that's kind of irking me is that for the past 3 weeks, I noticed that some place in San Diego, either like in San Diego County or in San Diego, was trending on Twitter for very embarrassing reasons.
Right. Yeah.
Last week was the whole Santee Clan Tea thing where basically a white supremacist was wearing a KKK hood in a Vons. And then the 2 weeks before that was because of stay-at-home order protests in different parts of San Diego.
Mm-hmm. And then this week, that one couple that was wearing the masks with the swastikas.
What? I didn't know about this.
Yeah, it was in Santee too, and it was a couple that was just casually shopping at, I think it was Food for Less, and they were wearing the masks, and I think they told police and everything, and they took them off. But I mean, why?
You're joking. After the whole Santee thing too?
Yeah, exactly. That's the same thing I thought. Like the nerve.
Oh my goodness, was this also in Santee?
Yes. As far as I'm concerned, I'm gonna look it up just to make sure, but yes, I think it was in Santee.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe this.
Oh, that's interesting. So there must be something going on with Santee.
Yeah, it was in Santee.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about Santee? Do you guys live anywhere near Santee, or do you ever frequent it?
I've actually never been there before.
I've never been. I might have driven through, but I don't think I've never been. I have a friend that lives there. But yeah, it's interesting. I haven't heard much about it. So hearing this definitely gives a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, it's so bad.
Which is sad because I don't want to generalize the whole area, but two people already that have done that
in less than 2 weeks. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And it could be a safety issue too. If we were to go there, who knows what would happen.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really know. I mean, I didn't know it was such a big thing over there, but I knew that it was kind of known as redneck country. And then and it's so out of the way, and there's really just no reason for me to go over there. But the last time I was over there was in October or something, and I went over there to buy a pair of pants from Target. This was the only Target that had these pair of pants in the size that I wanted.
Oh, that's so funny. I was like, why didn't you just go to another Target?
I tried the other Targets. It's this one, even though it's far away.
Yeah.
But
I would do that too. It's okay. It's worth it for a pair of pants.
Kind of scary going to Santee.
Was it weird? Did you see anything strange?
I feel it feels like a different kind of demographic than where I'm used to in San Diego.
Mm-hmm.
It feels a little bit different, and it's so East County. It's so inland.
Yeah. Right.
I was randomly on Tumblr this week, even though I don't usually go on Tumblr very much. Do you guys know about Tumblr?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I was just on it, even though I never go on it because I was wondering what's going on Tumblr. And then I searched up journalism in Tumblr just to see what would come up.
Mm-hmm.
And there was this person who made this long post about the KKK mask in Santee situation. And then she was saying that she was like a journalist in San Diego who works for a TV news station, and she was talking about how a year prior to this she had like encountered some skinheads just like being very vocal about their views in Santee. And that was just like a really interesting post because she was trying to like give more context to what had just happened.
That's scary.
Yeah, I guess it's like really a thing, and I didn't know how big of a thing it was.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I actually found out that that people call it Clan T until, these past few weeks. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. Yeah.
It's also really concerning with this like mask that you just told us about, Anna, because I mean, I feel like those people were probably emboldened by what they saw at Vaughn.
Yeah, for sure. I thought the same thing, but I think people are going to start doing it more often, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if it's going to be like a domino effect, like, oh, they did it. And that means like we can too. But I would hope that when they see that those people got in trouble for it, that they would not do that. Like, why would you want to risk getting like arrested, or I don't know what happens, but like getting in trouble or getting caught by the police? Like, I don't know why people would want to risk that just to proclaim something like so forward and like ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the same is with the protests. I think that people are very like influenced by others rather than, thinking, everyone for themselves. And the thing, I saw it on Twitter, but it's so funny how when it's white people, it's a protest. And then if it's people of color, it's a riot,
Right. Definitely.
Yeah, even with the, I don't know, it seems like there's a lot of racial things going on lately, even with what happened with, I forgot his name, Ahmaud.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Marbury. Like, even with that whole thing, like, it's so interesting that, like, this racial, like, racism is still such a thing, and it's coming up so much during this
it's time. So
sad. Maybe it always has, like, been coming up, but that's, like, so sad to me, and, yeah, I can't believe that this is still going on and still, like, an issue.
Right. And when I was watching, I mean, you guys saw that video, right? Like this week of Ahmaud.
Yeah.
When I was,
I don't think I watched it, but I was meaning to. I was like, I've heard enough because I was just like so annoyed, but I didn't watch the video.
It's traumatic to watch. I mean, it's like not a pretty sight for sure.
Yeah, it's not.
But when I was watching it, I felt like because there were all these like kind of willow trees, like these like very looking trees, and then it just felt to me like I was watching like a modern day lynching or like a lynching from the past.
Yeah, totally.
Because do you guys know where did it take place again?
Yeah, where did it take place?
I can't remember. Let me check.
Yeah, we'll have Anna fact check. Sure.
But yeah, I feel like I don't know.
That was in Georgia.
Okay, Georgia, yes. Okay. Cool. Well, not cool, but cool that you fact checked.
Yeah, I mean, so it really does, because that's kind of where a lot of this, like the slavery and everything used to take place, and lynching, and then now it's like stuff is still happening like there. So yeah, there's definitely parallels. It's really sad.
Yeah.
So let's bring this back around to what do you guys think about the stay-at-home order protests that like seem to be sweeping the nation, but I think like probably aren't actually as widespread, like have actually as many attendees as it seems, but like what do you guys think is driving their motivations? Because I've noticed that, we haven't been in quarantine for that long compared to the rest of the world. And like, I haven't heard of any quarantine protests in other countries.
Yeah, me neither. Well, I'm actually writing an opinion on that. So I've seen sort of both sides of it. And I think it's understandable that people are angry because they can't open their own businesses, and of course they're losing money and everything. But the protests were put for a reason. I mean, I don't know. I just don't think they make sense. Like, why would you protest against a virus? I don't know.
I know, like, how does that help anything?
Exactly. It doesn't help at all.
I remember seeing one of the protesters from the first one in Encinitas that was saying things like, immunity now. And I was just like, how are we supposed to do that?
Yeah, and some people are calling it slavery. How could you compare that to slavery?
Oh my gosh. I feel like that's just like a really like privileged thing to say.
Absolutely, totally, so privileged.
Like, that's slavery. Wearing a mask is slavery.
Yeah, oh my god.
Yeah, it's interesting to see the kind of people that are protesting. It's like, are they really like suffering? I don't know. Like, I guess if they were, I would feel like it would be more of a like more valid in a way, but I haven't heard like too much about the protests, like, or researched that much about it. But I think hearing about it, like, I don't ever really just jump to a conclusion of one side or the other is like right. I kind of do understand that maybe like the government isn't taking like all the best actions. Like, I don't even know if quarantine is the best for us, but at the same time, like, I think they're doing the best they can, and they're not trying to like punish people or like have some like malicious intent, or I hope not. So yeah, I don't know.
Exactly.
They're acting like, I feel like they're kind of acting a little privileged in that sense of like, yeah, like they're entitled to a lot more, but it's like, okay, but the whole world's going through this. Like, can we just try to be more unified in it together? And yeah.
And I would think that it's a bit like it would make more sense if people were actually protesting because of, economic issues or whatnot. But really all I've been seeing is that like people that want a haircut or to get their nails done, like how it's just so bad.
I think it would actually make sense to protest the way that the government has handled and is handling the situation, which is pretty, like, I feel like we can say that they're responsible for thousands of deaths by this point. And like more to come. And these protests do seem like they're not very nuanced in that way where they're critiquing the system. They like, I heard somebody say that they're protesting because they want people to go back to work for them.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah. And like that they don't want like to go back to work because I mean they could still work now. Like you could go work in a grocery store or work for Instacart if you want to work, because they have these signs that are saying like, let's go back to work, time to go back to work. And it's like, okay, you can go back to work.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, I don't really know what like I necessarily think about it. I just I also want like quarantine to be over. I think that's what everybody wants, but yeah, I don't know if that's definite. I don't know if that's like the action we should be taking.
Are there any things that you guys plan on doing like right when it's safe enough to after quarantine ends? Like what are we going to do right away?
I think I added this question to the list, so I should probably have an answer. But go ahead.
I think the first thing is going to be visit family and probably go out to get dinner and get dressed up. I don't know, feel like life is normal again.
Yeah, my sister and I were talking about that. We're like, we kind of just want to like get dressed up and like go.
Yeah, I miss that so much.
Yeah. And also I really want to go bowling. I was like, before quarantine, like I was so random, but I was going bowling so much, like just with friends and stuff, and it was just like so fun and like going to different like bowling alleys, and that ended.
Where were we going bowling?
Oh, we went to SDSU bowling alley, Punch Bowl Social. There's one in Poway, and there's also like when I was in Sacramento, like there was some bowling alleys there, and it's just fun. I don't know, and I miss it.
It sounds like good, clean fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I want to. I teach English to students in the afternoon, and then so one of my students over Christmas gave me a movie, like an AMC gift card, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch a movie because like I never go to the movie theater really, because I have to pay for it, and there's like streaming, and then like the quarantine happened and I didn't use it, and then now I feel bummed that like all the theaters are closed and I can't I don't know when I'll be able to use this gift card.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good thing to do. Yeah, just going out and about, like doing something that, I don't know, doing something in public.
Oh, good books. All right, so are there any things that we are glad got canceled because of quarantine?
I have, I think, mixed feelings about Coachella being canceled. I was supposed to go, but I mean, I was laid off, so I have no clue how I thought I was gonna pay for that. So I'm kind of glad that it got canceled. But yeah, I mean, I'm still bummed, but I don't know.
Do you mean like pay for like the ticket or pay for everything like there?
Pay for the ticket, because the only thing I had was the Airbnb, and I had only paid for the deposit, so I wasn't really that economically like pushed already. Okay. But yeah,
even like going is like expensive too. I mean, you drop a lot of money, not just like with the ticket, but but it's so fun. I feel like for me, like I had mixed feelings about school for a while, because there is like some benefits to having school online, like just being at home. I mean, I took an 8 a.m. class this semester, and I'm like not a morning person at all. So having that class, like I almost can just listen to the Zoom recording and not having to wake up like so early has been kind of a relief, I'm not gonna lie. But all my other classes I would really like to be going to school for. But other than that, I feel like, I'm not really stoked about anything else that was canceled. Yeah,
I didn't really have anything that I wanted to go to that got canceled. I didn't have any events, so I guess I'm neutral. But there are, like, I was just thinking the other day, I've saved so much on gas since March because I haven't had to drive to school.
Yeah, me too.
So it does have some benefits like that, and like, I mean, it is kind of cool that we can just not have to go anywhere to go to school.
I also have an 8 a.m., so it's kind of, very comfortable to wake up at 7:50 for an 8 a.m.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing, like, at the beginning, I feel like everyone kind of showed their face on Zoom. Now everyone, like, doesn't show their face, and then they...
I know.
I'm like, I wonder what people are doing. They're probably just, like, laying in bed. Like, it's funny. I don't know. Yeah, they're kind of like realizing that they're like, oh, I don't necessarily have to be talking or be seen. Like, I can do anything.
I imagine the people who like don't talk or put on their video are just asleep. Like,
yeah, I think of the same thing.
Honestly. There's been a couple times in my classes where my teacher's like, hello, are you there? Like, Jake or whatever? And like,
well, that's so embarrassing.
And I'm just like, I wonder what they're doing.
I have a Mandarin class, and that happens all the time. Our teacher always has to be like, hello, like calling somebody's name so they could read this thing. And they're like, oh, yeah.
That's so bad.
I see like a lot of people do it like way more than I thought. I just don't get it.
Yeah, no, it's really funny. I mean, I'm guilty of, not turning my camera on, like, too. And I sometimes like we'll go do something for a second and then I'll come back. But I'm always like scared of like the teacher calling on me, so I'm usually always
Yeah, I feel like there's like, I mean, I might go like do something too, but then like I feel like there are people who like they don't say anything the entire class.
Yeah, definitely.
So yesterday, San Diego kind of opened up, and like a bunch of, I think, yeah, like a bunch of other places have been opening up a little bit in California. Did you guys notice anything different in San Diego yesterday?
I still didn't really leave the house.
Yeah.
What opened up?
Yeah.
I heard of things opening up, but do you guys know what exactly opened?
I think some restaurants opened up but like for takeout. Like you're still not sitting in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think any like actual businesses opened up still.
Like
I'm not
departments
sure though.
or whatever are not open. Malls, I think malls are not open yet either.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be the last ones to open, I think.
Yeah, because they draw so many people.
Yeah.
That's true. And I feel like a lot of things in malls are not really essential necessarily. Like food is pretty essential. And I mean, to me, shopping is essential. The general government, it's not. So, yeah. I don't think malls will open very soon.
Do you guys?
Yeah, I'm curious to see like what does open.
Do you guys feel like San Diego or California is ready to open up, or do you guys feel like we should be quarantining still, or do you think we're going at a good pace with opening up slowly?
I think for me, of course, I want to, get out and everything, but it's a bit scary. Like, I think by opening, places up, that might accelerate how this is spreading. But I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like people are going to be pretty skeptical and fearful for a while of just, like congregating and going out in public and all this stuff. And it's just going to be, I feel like when things do open up, people are going to be really cautious anyway. So I think we're going at a pretty good pace. I feel like things should start opening up again because, like, I don't really feel like quarantine is the best option. Like, especially, I don't know, I've heard a lot of doctors like talk about like if it even is beneficial, and I don't know. I've like swayed back and forth with it. So I think things should slowly start opening up. And people could still be wearing masks is the thing. So
yeah, for sure.
So that's like good.
Yeah, I think we're going at a pretty good pace too, because like I've noticed like other people I know, they still don't want to go out to the beaches even though they're open and things like that, which is good. Like, we shouldn't just go out just because they're open. We want to do it safely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it actually seems like California is moving at a pretty good pace.
Yeah.
Where I've been seeing most people who seem kind of like reckless are at some beaches, like certain beaches. But in the daytime, like this week, I went to go see the bioluminescence.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I saw it 2 nights ago. And it was like there actually weren't very many people at the beach. Well, there was like almost no one there. There were some people on the sidewalks, but not really many people on the actual shore. So that was good. Like, I think I was like one of 3 people on the shore. So that was good.
Yeah, that's good.
Have you guys seen it, or like, are you guys planning to go see it?
I haven't. I want to go, but where I'm at, I don't think it's, on the sea anymore.
Oh, it's not because you live in Tijuana. Like, you can't go see it in the ocean?
I mean, yeah, because there's, the coast in Tijuana, but I don't think there's any over here.
Oh no.
It might just be happening in San Diego.
What was that?
It might just be happening like in this area, like in San Diego.
There was some a couple of days ago, but lately I haven't seen anything, on Twitter or Facebook. So I think there's none anymore. So that's kind of sad.
I wonder how long it lasts. Like, how long? Because I'm like, I want to go see it, but I don't know if it's like still going on. Like, is it still there?
I saw it 2 nights ago, and yesterday I actually drove by the beach again, but I didn't stop by it. And I'm pretty sure I saw it. I drove by Torrey Pines, okay. Really big stretch of beach.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm pretty sure I saw it because like you can see it kind of like glowing dull blue when you're far away.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like I totally saw it just on Thursday. So that it was there only 2 days ago. And then like scientists don't completely understand it yet, and they don't know how long it will last for. But like there have been times where it's lasted for 2 weeks and other times for a few months. But yeah, like just go as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember a couple of years ago there was bioluminescence, I think also in Torrey Pines.
Yeah, I remember that too. It's like happened a few times.
The last time I saw this was in 6th grade, actually.
Dang.
It's been a while for me. And I also want to ask you, like, are things in regards to quarantine and like the way everything is being handled, is it different in Tijuana than in San Diego? Have you noticed?
Well, it's supposed to be stricter, but honestly, people have not been respecting it at all. I mean, Baja California, the state where I'm at, I think it's the one with the most deaths so far. So it's bad.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I mean, there are, like, the majority of people are respecting it, at least from the area I'm at. But lately, I think people have been thinking like, oh, it's not that bad anymore, when it's probably at the worst point, and they have been going out, more often. So, yeah.
Do people have to wear masks in Tijuana?
Yeah, they do.
Okay. Are people wearing masks when they go out?
For the most part, I haven't gone out a lot, but when I have, the majority of people are. So that's good.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
But you feel like the state, like Baja, is not handling it very well?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think they should be a bit stricter with everything, because I know, like, for example, police, if they see a group of people, they probably won't care at all.
Oh,
yeah.
What is the thing that you miss the most and that you feel like you took for granted in the past and that you really appreciate more now?
I feel like once everything is over, I will never say no to my friends, like if they ask me, hey, do you want to go out for coffee or whatever, I will never say no again. I miss that so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say that too. Like, probably just being with people, like hanging out with friends, and, well, actually also just being able to like plan things. Like, I don't know. I feel like it was always fun for me to like plan like a vacation or like a road trip or something like that. And we could still plan it like for the future, but it's like, I just don't know when. So
yeah, because everything's so uncertain.
Yeah, everything's just uncertain, and we don't know when we're going to be allowed to do anything. So I don't know. I feel like now I'm just like not even planning anything. So probably that too.
Yeah.
How about you, Renee?
I just miss going outside and like walking around, and like now it just seems very strange that like to think about in the future we may be able to go somewhere and then there's a lot of people there.
Mm-hmm.
Like that just seems like it was so far away now than it actually was.
I think it's going to be very strange once the social distancing thing just goes, like, it's over. Like, once we can actually, you know, be around people without the, you know, the 6 feet in between. I think that's going to be very weird.
Oh, yeah. Because it's like,
people,
now.
Yeah, I was going to say, people are going to, I feel like, or at least I will, like, feel like it's wrong or something.
Yeah, me too.
You know, we maybe, because because you know how in Asia, like, they were more prepared for this than we were West, because they've had SARS and MERS. And then so, like, a lot of people are saying that that's why they're more used to it and are handling it better. And I think maybe this is kind of like our SARS, like prepping us for, you know, other coronaviruses that may happen in the future.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, hopefully this won't happen for a while, if at all.
All right. Well, thank you guys for this chat.
Yeah, this was fun.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, this has been episode 20 of Something Newsy. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.